Taking a look at today's interest rate markets, let's look at the 10-year note futures as they're experiencing some further selling pressure today. 10-year note futures lower 5 out of the last 6 trading sessions, and today's price action has us right around the 111 spot 08 level as we move towards the close, holding just above the recent closing low of 111 spot 04, which is the lowest close for the 10-year notes futures in basically 6 weeks as the markets continue to reassess the Fed and other central banks as we move towards some rate decisions here. Now, Bank of Japan last night stood pat with their current policy and remained very dovish, but that has been the case really over the last several years, so not too much of an impact as far as expectations from the Bank of Japan rate decision, but central banks in Europe are continuing to feel that inflation is not necessarily tamed at this point, and we're seeing some data points coming out of there that possibly indicate that as well. And now, as the Fed, as we wait for the Fed decision next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, I should say, that the markets are adjusting. CME FedWatch tool now pricing in only a 40% chance of a cut in March, and that's down quite a bit. It was almost 80% just a week and a half ago. And also, auction, 2-year note auction today was pretty well received. Not quite as strong as had been prior, but still well received at 2.57 bid to cover. And I think that alleviated a little bit of a concern as we did see the short on the curve rally after that release of the note auction. So looking at the yields today, 10-year yield up 4 basis points to 414 basis points. And we're looking at the yield curve moving higher on the back end of the curve. So the inversion is coming out some today. As I mentioned, the 2-year basically unchanged on the day, rallying after the 2-year auction. And the back end continuing to sell off here in the afternoon off the intraday lows, but still at the lower end of the range here for the last several weeks, better the part of the month. And the yield's moving higher with the 7s, the 10s, the 20s, and the 30 yield moving significantly higher today in reaction to the data points, the themes in the market, and the anticipation for the data release later this week.